If you look at the prism of services that we provide, is really how they interact and change somebody's life. And it's really been about our equity agenda to give families or just individuals an opportunity and hope that they might have not had. And I always say to everyone, I go, just be glad you don't have to have them services. Just be glad you don't have to rely on somebody doing something for you. But again, it's giving that person the tools to be successful. It's giving that person the tools to move on with their life and whatever their stumbling block might have been, to get over that, to be there for them, and then for them to give back eventually someday down the road. That's what it's about. And that's what I love about Albany County, and especially your department, Gail Gohagan. I mean, DCYF does a lot, intertwines into a lot of different areas in the county and provides some of the best services we have out of all of our departments here. I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to get probation mad at me. So they'll put that ankle bracelet on me and really track me down. But it's really the people that make a difference in a department. And I know we don't say that enough, and we don't get to thank you personally. You're the ones that are on the forefront. You're the ones that are talking to someone on the phone in the middle of a crisis, or helping them out, or visiting, or whatever it might be. It's you that really makes that difference in someone's life when they hang up on the phone from you, and you might not feel it at times, and you might not realize the impact you had on that family or that individual, but they do. And they might not say thank you, and they may not smile at you for what you're doing for them, but at the end of the day, you are making a difference, and that's what matters. So the adoptive family has been playing a vital role for the last 35 years in the residents of Albany County. And even when I was in the legislature, it's so nice when you can go around and you can make someone's life that much better. And I think the thing that really broke my heart the most is when we were doing it, is when a kid wasn't asking for PlayStation or clothes, they'd say, hey, can I have a fork and knife, frying pan, dishes? I'm like, you're 7 years old, you shouldn't even be thinking of that stuff. But they do. And they're not thinking about like just enjoying the beautiful things you have out here in front. They're just thinking about utensils to eat their food with, or to cook their food on, or to eat on a plate, a clean plate, and that's even more heart-wrenching than anything else. But it is good when you can make a difference and you can help them with a variety of things. So last year alone, you were able to help over 406 families, and it's not possible without 299 people generously donating back and giving to people, because that is the best feeling sometimes. Again, I always joke around, I honor a vet, about it's not about wearing the uniform and pat on your back or the medals on your chest. It's just because you do it because you want to do it. And a lot of you went to school for this. A lot of you just fell into this. And I hope you love what you're doing, because it does translate to the people.
So on behalf of the Latin American Law Student Association at Albany Law, it is with great pleasure to keep continuing of our 4th annual Adoptive Family Program. Meaning this is the 4 years now we've been doing it. So pretty much the way we have it set up is, similar to this with the toys and the trees. The organization and many other organizations at Albany Law, we, decorate a tree. This year we kind of pretty much have 4 families. And the way we listed it out on our tree is we had an ornament per a family member saying an item in which they wanted. So we're excited to have that go up, and, just the whole Albany Law community to come together and, whether it's through money, the actual gift, and things like that, to actually contribute to the Adoptive Family Program. I can truly say that this program has been worthwhile, especially for me, just to help families that are in need that wants, whether it's a gift or, kitchen appliances or things like that. It's something truly that we're passionate about. Despite being in law school and focusing on the books and doing the legal studies, it's always great to give back to the community and, do this type of community service. So, LAWSA and many of the other organizations anticipate on doing this program, from this year and beyond. So thank you again.
So in 2011, I went to a gym where one of the women there had set up a Christmas tree in the lobby, and there were gift tags all over the tree with gift wishes written on them as the ornaments. And she told us there were wishes from a family in need and that we could help out by purchasing these items for them so they could be delivered to the family for Christmas. And I thought, that is so cool. How can I get involved more? And so I got all the information about the program from this woman, and I brought it to BBL the following year. So that's how I found out about Albany County Department for Children, Youth, and Families and the Adoptive Family Program. So the following year, 2012, was our first year. We sent in the donor registration form, and we got matched with our first family. It was really cool to be able to shop for a local family in need. Some of my coworkers even brought their children and their grandchildren shopping with them and kind of like helped show them, the lesson of giving and, appreciating what you have and helping people that don't have everything that they need. So with this program, it's brought BBL Hospitality together every season, and we have a goal of making this holiday magic. So after we get all the items that are on the wish list, we get together and we have what we call a wrapping party. So we have lunch and coffee and hot chocolate, and we wrap the presents, and then we put them in my car. And then what my favorite part is, we always deliver the presents directly to the family. So I get to interact with the family that's receiving the gifts. And the first year sticks out in my head because the look on the mother's face when we were delivering the presents was priceless. Her daughter was in school that day, so we brought all the presents inside and we hid them in one of the extra rooms so she wouldn't see them until Christmas morning, and she could be surprised by all the gifts that Santa brought for her. So that was, I think, the greatest experience so far. But it is truly awesome to be able to bring holiday joy and magic to these local families every year. And taking part in this program is the highlight of our year at BBL Hospitality, and we look forward to it every year. We appreciate this opportunity that this Department for Children, Youth, and Families gives to us, and we look forward to continuing.
It's nice hearing your story, and I think you should share it. I really do.
Okay, well, back in 2008, I was introduced to the program. My daughter, she was basically born early. She was 27 weeks early or whatever. And I had kind of issue with getting supplies for her and it's like things for her basically because she was expected a lot later than what she was. She basically, Erin, that is, basically came to my house, talked to me about a lot of things that was going on, and at the same time, I had my oldest child, he's 17 now. He was basically having a lot of mental issues, and I was overwhelmed with having the new baby and my son having mental issues or whatever. She would basically come to me and help me with a lot of things that was going on with him and my daughter. And she basically she seen what I was going through, housing. I was homeless for a little while, and she basically helped me look for housing and get back into housing. Christmas was always great because I got adopted. My kids were happy every year, and I was living off, DSS or whatever, so I couldn't afford to buy anything or whatever, but thanks to the program and Erin and all you guys or whatever, my kids had a great childhood. And right now they're 17, 11, and I have a 7-year-old now. And Erin, basically my kids know Erin right now to this day, and they love her, and I love her too. So, and I love this program. Thank you.
it takes a lot of heart to come up here, and it's not easy for you to come up here and share your story. And I want to say thank you, because that's what this whole program's about, but that's what the whole department's about, is really taking care of families and giving you the opportunity to build that foundation so you can have that solid foundation for your family first and foremost, and have a roof over your head and have hot food on the table and clothes, and especially at Christmas. Like I said, when you're fighting to pay the rent and you're deciding whether or not you have money to put food on the table, to buy something for your kid. Think about how many here have children, right? How many wish they didn't have children? But when you walk into a store, right, and what's a couple things they always do? They're like, oh, can I get a piece of gum? Can I get a candy bar? And they just nag it to your point. You're like, all right, I give in, I surrender. And when you're in a situation that you can't do that, regardless if you want to, and your heart's wrenching and you want to do that for your child and you can't, it's tough.
Right now, like literally right now to this day, I'm like, I don't even want to take them to the grocery store because I got to get what I need. I can't get what you guys need right now.
Yeah.
I got to get what we need for the house. You know? So the struggle is definitely real. Definitely real.
It is. And until you walk in her shoes, don't judge her. And I do want to say thank you, and that's what this program's about.
I don't know if there's really much left to say after what Asia said, and, Katrina from the law school and Christine from BBL. I mean, this really does encompass why we do the Adopt a Family program. We recognize that there is a need, and we count on donors such as Katrina and Christine who are willing to be able to come forward and meet those needs. And I will tell you that each year the numbers grow and grow. So 3 years ago, we were looking at 365 families. As the county exec mentioned, last year we were looking at 406 families, and we anticipate that number is going to continue to grow. So there is always a constant need to have people who are willing to give and to be generous during this time of year. And so just want to say thank you and spread the word because we can always use more donors. And so if anyone is sitting in the audience or knows of someone who may be interested, please reach out, look at our website. The information is listed there under Albany County in regards to, for the Department for Children, Youth, and Families in regards to information for Adopt a Family. We also have Ramika Lee, who is sitting in the audience. Smile, Ramika. She's our point person and will be coordinating. So you will see her information on the website as well in regards to reaching out. So again, thank you to everyone.